and how monks is mindfulness of the body developed and cultivated so that it is of great fruit and great benefit. Here a monk gone to the forest or to the root of a tree or to an empty hut sits down, having folded his legs crosswise, set his body erect, and established mindfulness in front of him. Ever mindful, he breathes in. Mindful, he breathes out. Breathing in long, he understands, I breathe in long. Or breathing out long, he understands, I breathe out long. Breathing in short, he understands, I breathe in short. Or breathing out short, he understands, I breathe out short. He trains thus, I shall breathe in, experiencing the whole body of breath. He trains thus, I shall breathe out, experiencing the whole body of breath. He trains thus, I shall breathe in, tranquilizing the bodily volition. He trains thus, I shall breathe out, tranquilizing the bodily volition. As he abides thus diligent, ardent and resolute, his memories and intentions based on the household life are abandoned. With their abandoning, his mind becomes steadied internally, quieted, brought to singleness and concentrated. That is how a monk develops mindfulness of the body. Here this last part is quite interesting. It says, as he abides thus diligent, ardent and resolute, his memories and intentions based on the household life are abandoned. And with their abandoning, his mind becomes steadied internally, quieted, brought to singleness and concentrated. This one, when a monk first goes forth, there is a lot of memories based on the household life that comes to disturb him. And if he's not able to control this, bring this under control, very often a monk cannot stay long in robes. He will disrobe if he cannot fix this problem of being agitated by all these memories and all this. As the Buddha says, that family ties are extremely strong. So especially in the beginning, when a person first goes forth, I can say from my own experience, for 1 year, these memories kept haunting me, all these ties, and so it was only after 1 year that slowly I got used to it, and it wasn't so much agitated by it. So here the Buddha says that if we concentrate on meditation, that's the way to quiet our mind, make our mind more tranquil. Then we don't think so much. All this agitation in the mind is because of the habit of thinking. The Buddha says a normal person has this tendency for the mind to proliferate, which he calls papancha, proliferation of the mind. One thought becomes 10, 10 thoughts become 100, 100 thoughts become 1,000, multiplies very fast. There's nothing faster than the mind. So if you have a lot of attachments based on the home life, then all these memories come up. Again, monks, when walking, a monk understands, I am walking. When standing, he understands, I am standing. When sitting, he understands, I am sitting. When lying down, he understands, I am lying down. Or he understands accordingly however his body is disposed. As he abides thus diligent, ardent and resolute, his memories and intentions based on the household life are abandoned. That too is how a monk develops mindfulness of the body. Stop here for a moment. So here the Buddha is talking about this mindfulness of the four postures. So the point is to not allow the mind to stray. Whenever the mind strays, we become agitated, we are disturbed. So we have to keep our mindfulness always on the object of meditation. The Buddha always says that we should put our attention only on four things. Either it's the body, or on our feelings, or on our mind, or on the Dhamma that we have learned. Again, monks, a monk is one who acts in full awareness when going forward and returning, who acts in full awareness when looking ahead and looking away, who acts in full awareness when flexing and extending his limbs, who acts in full awareness when wearing his robes and carrying his outer robe and bowl, who acts in full awareness when eating, drinking, consuming food and tasting, who acts in full awareness when defecating and urinating, who acts in full awareness when walking, standing, sitting, falling asleep, waking up, talking and keeping silent. As he abides thus diligent, ardent and resolute, his memories and intentions based on the household life are abandoned. That too is how a monk develops mindfulness of the body. So this is also about mindfulness, mindfulness of whatever you do. So as I mentioned just now, is to be either putting your attention on these four objects of sati, recollection, or you're mindful of whatever you do. Again, a monk reviews this same body up from the soles of the feet and down from the top of the hair, bounded by skin, as full of many kinds of impurity. Thus, in this body there are head hairs, body hairs, nails, teeth, skin, flesh, sinew, bone, marrow, kidney, heart, liver, diaphragm, spleen, lung, large intestine, small intestine, contents of the stomach, feces. There's one. In this sutta is not here. After feces is brain, bile, phlegm, pus, blood, sweat, fat, tear, grease, spittle, snot, all of the joint, urine. Just as though there were a bag with an opening at both ends full of many sorts of grain, such as hill rice, red rice, beans, peas, millet and white rice. And a man with good eyes were to open it and review it thus. This is hill rice, this is red rice, these are beans, these are peas, this is millet, this is white rice. So too a monk reviews this same body as full of many kinds of impurity thus. In this body there are head hairs, body hairs, etc. As he abides thus diligent, ardent and resolute, his memories and intentions based on the household life are abandoned. That too is how a monk develops mindfulness of the body. Stop here for a moment. This meditation on the 32 parts of the body is also known as the meditation on foulness or unattractiveness of the body. Normally, we are so used to seeing the outside of a body. When we look at any body, we either say it's handsome or beautiful or ugly, just based on the outside. As they say, beauty is skin deep. So we don't see the inside. When we recite these parts of the body frequently, then we remember all these parts of the body. So then when we look at the body, these parts of the body come up, and the body doesn't become so attractive anymore. So this meditation, there are two purposes. One is to reduce our sensual lust, and another one is to build up our concentration. And you can do like what I did, ask somebody to go and buy the pig organs, because a lot of the pig organs are very similar to human organs, like the heart, the lung, the spleen, and all these things. So you take those organs, you look at it, you know what it looks like, then you touch it, you know it's hard or soft, all this. So that when you chant one by one, slowly, you can picture it, you can understand you can understand it better, so it's easier to picture it. Again, a monk reviews this same body, however it is placed, however disposed, as consisting of elements thus. In this body there are the earth element, water element, fire element and air element. Just as though a skilled butcher or his apprentice had killed a cow and was seated at the crossroads with it cut up into pieces, so too a monk reviews this same body, however it is placed, however disposed, as consisting of elements thus. In this body there are the earth element, the water element, the fire element and the air element. As he abides thus diligent, ardent and resolute, his memories and intentions connected with the household life are abandoned. That too is how a monk develops mindfulness of the body. stop here for a moment. So here another meditation method is to consider the body as made up of the four great elements, earth, water, fire, wind, or air. And as I mentioned before, these four elements refers to the perception of our body. The earth element refers to the hardness, perception of hardness. Whatever is hard is considered the earth element. So inside the body, like the bones are hard. In fact, the first half of the 32 parts of the body deals with the earth element, the organs, like head hair, body hair, nails, teeth, skin, flesh, sinew, bone marrow, maybe not so hard, kidney, liver, spleen, lung, and all these things. So the earth element refers to the elements which are hard or relatively hard. The water element refers to the blood, the tears, spittle, snot, all of the joint, urine, and all that. Fire element refers to the heat in us. The heat helps to digest our food and make things mellow, age, and all that. The air element is the wind element in us that makes the gases move in our bowels, intestines, that makes the blood flow, etc. So this is another type of meditation on the body, looking into the elements of the body. Again, monks, as though he were to see a corpse thrown aside in a charnel ground, 1, 2, or 3 days dead, bloated, livid, and oozing matter. A monk compares this same body with it thus. This body too is of the same nature. It will be like that. It is not exempt from that fate. As he abides thus diligent, the memories and intentions based on the household life are abandoned. That too is how a monk develops mindfulness of the body. Again, as though he were to see a corpse thrown aside in a charnel ground, being devoured by crows, hawks, vultures, dogs, jackals, or various kinds of worms. A monk compares this same body with it thus. This body too is of the same nature. It will be like that. It is not exempt from that fate. As he abides thus diligent, etc., that too is how a monk develops mindfulness of the body. Again, as though he were to see a corpse thrown aside in a charnel ground, a skeleton with flesh and blood held together with sinews, and then later a fleshless skeleton smeared with blood held together with sinews, and later a skeleton without flesh and blood held together with sinews, and later a disconnected bone scattered in all directions, here a hand bone, there a foot bone, here a shin bone, there a thigh bone, here a hip bone, there a backbone, here a rib bone, there a breastbone, here an arm bone, there a shoulder bone, here a neck bone, there a jaw bone, here a tooth, there the skull. A monk compares this same body with it thus. This body too is of the same nature. It will be like that. It is not exempt from that fate. As he abides thus diligent, etc., that too is how a monk develops mindfulness of the body. Again, as though he were to see a corpse thrown aside in a charnel ground, bones bleached white, the color of shells, bones heaped up more than a year old, bones rotted and crumbled to dust. A monk compares this same body with it thus. This body too is of the same nature. It will be like that. It is not exempt from that fate. As he abides thus diligent, etc., etc., that too is how a monk develops mindfulness of the body. So this part is about the different stages of corpse decay, starting with a fresh corpse, about 3 days dead. You consider, I think some of you have seen some people who have died. If you have gone for funerals, you would have seen the body in a coffin, just like here, bloated, livid, oozing matter. So smelly. But of course nowadays they don't make they put all the dry ice and all that. It's not smelly and all that. Not bloated and all that. But we consider like sometimes a dog has died by the roadside. then you see slowly becomes bloated. Then after a few days, the skin will break, and then you see all the matter oozing out, and slowly you can see all the maggots, full of maggots. So the human corpse is also like that. So here is described all the various stages of decay of a corpse. And the Buddha advises to consider that our body is one day is going to face the same fate. We cannot run away from this fate. So it's because the body is going to die one day. So the Buddha is telling us, don't be attached to it. If you are attached to it, then either your own body or the body of someone else, and when it dies, you are going to suffer because of attachment. This meditation, very few people want to practice this meditation, but it's a very good meditation to see non-self, to see that this body is so impermanent. One day is here, one day is no more around. So it's a very, very, very good meditation to understand anatta, not self.